Hi chess friends, welcome to this new video. Today I want to show you two insane game of the genius Daniil Dubov, such a talent player, so creative. He is called the new Tal, the Tal Reborn, because his style, uh, an amazing attacker, really offensive. He is like Tal. We have two examples of his style with these two games of Chess Rapid Championship of 2022. In this first game, we have Dubov with white pieces against the Indian prodigy Nihal Sarin, so high level of chess. D4 by Dubov, D5 by Nihal. Two players continues with the develop of his pieces, and after a few moves, we reach this position with a4, and Dubov tried to activate his rook. B capture for a4, rook capture for a4, and now bishop e7. Here black could capture this pawn, after follow bishop for f3, and knight d7, the game continues, completed draw. But also a good move is to play bishop e7 and continue this development. We have rook capture for d4, queen come on b6, really good square, and knight d2 continues to develop their pieces. So rook h4, really aggressive position for the white rook, and now bishop b7, knight to c4, attacking the dark queen come back, and bishop d2, castle by black, and now bishop c3. And this is so important position of the game because at move 16 we have a wonderful coordination of pieces of Dubov. These bishop pair are really amazing. Bishop pair from the head, this rook put pressure on h7, this knight can jump on g5 and will join for the attack on h7. Look at this combination. So here we have g6. The idea is to close the diagonal of this light square bishop. Another idea could be something of like h6 to block the attack of the rook. Maybe it's little better. But here we have g6. And here white has an advantage of activity. And here we have a knight g5 with another attack for the h7 pawn. Here black has only way to survive, that is e5 push to block the dark square bishop. I want to show you this interesting line. Here white has to continue to open up the diagonal, so to play f4, and after e4 this bishop now is free, but this bishop is blocked. Okay, here white can capture because after this change of pieces the white rook will fall. Okay, so not so good position for white, that here is completely losing. Okay, so after the bishop come back, here black knight can come here, knight d5 attacking the bishop, and bishop come back. And here is really amazing because there is this move knight f4, and here white can't capture the knight, because if he captures the knight follows this knight d4, and queen can't defend this knight. Here there is a pawn, so you can come here to defend this knight, and if you come here there is a knight. Okay, you have to move the knight, and the queen will hit the knight on c4, and completely winning for white. So after knight for black, after knight f4 you have to come here, and here follows knight e2, with an idea that here white has to come back with the queen. Black can capture this knight. Okay, with bishop capture for g5. The idea of this move is to come queen g4 is to defend the knight on the g5. But after this, here white is still better, and here black is attacking the rook, but here white can simply play bishop g3, gaining a time with an attack for the black queen. Here queen come back and the rook can capture this pawn, and the game continues with a nice activity for white that is better. Okay, really complicated line, but so beautiful. So after this, the push is the way to continue the game, not easy to find. But here after knight g5 we have another move, because we have knight d5. And here we reach the position of the thumbnail, because after this move queen can we have a wonderful move, and this queen is fully operational on this diagonal. I want to suggest you the move. You have to use this queen, because here we have a checkmate in 5, and if you want to try to find the move, you have to use your queen, because after this knight move this queen can be activated on this diagonal. Okay, and knight d5 seems a normal move because attacks the dark square bishop, but here Dubov plays an incredible move, and I want to show you in slow motion. Queen h5. What a move. Queen h5 is such an incredible move, and there is no way to escape from this checkmate, because here white is putting pressure. You have no way to defend the pawn. If you try to push, follows queen capture for h6, and if you try to come back with a knight to block knight h7, to block queen h7, follow queen h8 checkmate. So the point is you have to accept the queen sacrifice, but after this we have a simply bishop capture for h7, and look this checkmate with this pair of bishop. The knight defends the bishop on h7, a brutal checkmate with the queen sack. So this is amazing. What a move. Queen h5, incredible. And this move is really aggressive, because here Dubov is putting pressure on h7 pawn, and the idea is maybe in the future to capture with the bishop the knight, maybe in a line. And for example, if black here continues to play something like, I don't know, for example this, the position is still better for white, but here white can't capture the knight. I want to show you this, because after bishop capture for f6, this knight here this bishop here is too strong. You can capture with the rook, because here follows this. Okay, and you can capture this pawn because follows this. So this bishop is too strong, so you can't remove the defender of the h7 pawn in this specific position. It's not so useful. Okay, and here you have to try something else, because after rook come here, you could try something like knight capture for h7, is also a good move. Here follow this, and after knight capture for h7 you can sack your rook, because here white can't accept the sacrifice, because black can't accept the sacrifice, because if you try king for h7, follow this wonderful queen h1, and this pawn is pinned. Look at this. Queen can't be captured, queen come here, king come here, and queen h8 is checkmate. What a brutal checkmate. So another wonderful result was knight h7. So probably Nihal Sarin, with the pressure of time, was so difficult for him to see really clearly the position, and to find the e5 move. So you play knight here and follow this brutal checkmate. Okay, and here you have to give up your queen and then try to come back, but follow simple bishop capture, and after a few moves is checkmate. Okay, you capture, but this is checkmate. Amazing style of Nihal. For the second game, always from Chess Rapid Championship of 2022, we have this game between Daniil Dubov, this time with the black pieces, and Anish Giri with the white pieces, and another insane game, and you will see Dubov plays like a machine with two impressive moves that I want to show you in this game. Giri here open with knight f3, typical development of the pieces. Okay, we have knight e5 to centralize the knight, and after this change we have knight c6 to put pressure on this pawn 2 times. So here we have a change of knight, and after this change we have bishop e3 by Giri. You have to defend this pawn, so in this way you are doing well. We have a bishop h3 by Dubov to prevent the castle of white, and here we have f3. Really good move. The idea is to bring your king on f2, will be really safe, and then you will activate the rook in the center in the future. Okay, so you don't need to do a castle. Okay, we have rook b8 by Dubov to put pressure on a b2 pawn, and Anish simply push his pawn b3. We have rook b4 to attack another time this pawn. You have a triple attack on the d4 pawn, and now you can defend the pawn. So here we have a king f2, and we have a f5 this time. And this is a wonderful move. The move recommended by the end is this. If you try something like this bishop d4, here white continues. This is a draw position, and here we have a change of pieces. Okay, the queen moves. Queen can come here, or can come for example here, and the game continues completely. Draw position. But here we have a really nice idea by Dubov that complicates a lot the game. Okay, so we have f5, and here the bishop has to leave the e4 square, and Giri here decide to play bishop for c6 to grab a pawn, the best move. And now look at this, f4, amazing move, the first amazing move of two. Okay, f4 with the idea to crash into the defense of white king, and this move is simply amazing. You can see, look at this. This bishop is attacked, so if you try to come back with the bishop, the position is losing completely, because bishop come here, and look at this bishop pair, another bishop pair from the hill. You have to close but follow this capture, and after the king moves, the queen come here with an attack for this light square bishop, and after bishop move you can capture the rook, and look the position of this king. Yeah, nothing. So you can come back with the bishop, because here the best move after f4 is g capture for f4, but try to do bishop capture for f4, follows the bishop capture for d4 check, and after this push you can simply capture the rook. Okay, and the game continue. We have this changement of pieces, and the problem here is this king here is so bad, and black has a pair of rook against a pair of bishop and the rook. So if you count the material, rook, and a bishop for black, and only one rook and a pair of bishops, so here is better black. So here white has to capture with the g pawn, and we have g capture for f4. But if you find this push f4 f5, you have to find another brilliant move by Dubov, and like an engine suggests, he finds the absolutely wonderful. Look at this e5 move. What a push of pawn, double push of pawn. I want to show you again. And then this, look at a really incredible idea. And now the idea of e5, you can see clearly. Before Dubov pushed the pawn on f6, f5, and then f4, and then he pushed the e7 pawn to open up the diagonal for the dark queen. Can you see from the beginning? You try this to open up this diagonal, and then you try this to come here on g4. And now you have to capture, you have to capture with one pawn. Best move for Anish is that capture with the d pawn. If you decide to not to capture, what can you do? Nothing, because this pawn will capture the f pawn. That will be really soon. For example, a casual move of development. Here black can do a check, and after the king move, you can capture in this way. And this bishop is attack, okay? Because the rook defend really well, the queen defend, completely crushing position. So if you try to capture with the f pawn, we have this check, and king has to come here, and we have this wonderful bishop capture for e5. And if white here try to capture the bishop, follow this wonderful, look at this, rook g4 check with a nice checkmate. You have to, obviously, to capture the rook, and after this, follow queen 4 g4 check, bishop has to cover, and queen g2 checkmate. So here white has to come back, but with check. If you see this position after a few moves, here black is completely winning, and you can see this combination of pieces, amazing. So after this brutal push e5, you have to capture with the d pawn, and here follow queen g4, always a draw position for white, but really complicated to find the right move. So king g1, and now another brutal sacrifice by Dubov, rook capture for d4. What a move to continue the attack, the only move to continue the game. And here white has to capture, otherwise will follow rook g4 with the same line of before. So bishop capture for f4, queen capture for f4, and now a really difficult moment for Giri is that here has to find the only move to survive. Here you have to find this move, queen c1, because queen c1 controls the dark square lines and defends this light square. Bishop defends the c5 square, and this is a draw. After queen captures, the king can come here. The rook now pins this bishop, but follow this queen check. After the bishop move, you come here, and after this check, here white can capture, black can capture the bishop, but here there is something like rook c1, and can you see that is a draw position, okay? A pair of rook for white, and a pair of bishop for black, and the rook, so still a draw position, okay? But it's not easy to find this move. I told you, like Tal, Dubov bring you in a dark forest with a lot of complications. So after this move, queen capture for f4, Giri plays queen d5 check, king h8, and now queen e4 to try to change the queen. But here Dubov plays queen g5 check, king f2, and now rook f4 with an attack for the white queen. The only way to win. Queen come here and now follows queen h4 check, king come here, and now rook f8, and look at this, all these pieces, the activity of this queen, of this rook, and here white can try to play queen c5, but a completely losing position. The best move here in this position is try to play this, and could survive here. After few moves here, white could survive, but it's really too difficult to find this move. So we have a queen c5, and after queen f4 check, king come here on f2, queen h5 check, queen h4 check, king e3, and queen g5 check, king come here, and now obviously rook d8. What happened if king here tried to come back here? Black has this queen g2, and after the king move, black here can continue with some nice attack with, for example, bishop h8, h6 check, and king has to come here now, and now other bishop is activated. Can you see? So impressive activity here for Dubov's pieces. So we have king d3, and now rook d8. King has to come on, for example, c4. Everything is losing for white here, and now bishop e6 check. Looks this bishop. So king b5, and now bishop f8. This rook guards this bishop, and this bishop attacks white queen. Queen come here, but now follows rook b8 check, king a4, and now queen e7. Really wonderful move, because this is way Dubov is threatening queen a3 checkmate. So here white has to react. The only way is to push to defend the a3 pawn, but if you push, you lose the defense of b pawn, because here followed bishop capture for b3, and here we have a queen capture for b3, and after rook capture for b3, king capture for b3, simply queen e6 with a double attack, and here Giri resign the game, because after this king move, this bishop falls. You have to capture the bishop, and a pair of rook against the queen and the bishop with this king. So this is a real masterpiece, because I have never seen something like this, because how can you to find in a rapid game this idea? f5 and then f4 to open up the line, then e5, and instantly the queen come here check, and then totally madness on the board with the so difficult to defend for white. So I hope this video enjoy you, like always. I love style of Daniil Dubov. So thank you really much for watching my video. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and see you soon with another video. Okay, thank you really much, and bye.